Today, we're going to venture somewhere truly profound, to the very limits of what we understand, to a place where science and maybe, just maybe, reality itself simply ends. It sounds like a simple question, doesn't it? But I want you to really think about it for a second, not as science fiction, but as a real, genuine possibility. What if everything you see, everything we know, is all contained? So let's start with a thought experiment. Let's imagine we could take a journey to find out what that boundary, the very end of all things, might actually feel like. Okay, so picture this. You're in a ship and you're accelerating outward. You surge right past our own Milky Way, that beautiful, familiar island of light. You keep going, pushing past our cosmic neighbor, Andromeda. And soon, you've left behind every single galaxy we've ever seen. Every last point of light our telescopes have ever managed to capture. And out here, in the deep, deep void, the last starlight just fades away. The cold of the cosmos deepens into this absolute stillness. And then, something changes. Space itself, it just stops. There's no more forward to go to. Okay, let's pull back from that imagined abyss for a moment. Let's turn to what our best science, our best evidence actually tells us. Because the reality, well, as we currently understand it, it's something else entirely. Our scientific story starts, as you might guess, 13.8 billion years ago. You see, the universe wasn't born in an explosion in space. No, it was an explosion of space itself. And this is such a crucial point in our standard model of the universe. The Big Bang wasn't like a bomb going off at one single point. It happened everywhere, all at once. And if every point is the starting point, well then there can't be a center. And if there's no center, there's no outer edge for it to expand towards. You know, our strongest evidence for this whole idea is something truly profound. It's called the cosmic microwave background. You can think of it like a fossil, the fossilized light from the very first moments of creation. It's this faint afterglow, and it's still filling every single corner of the sky today. And what's just staggering about this cosmic afterglow is how uniform it is. I mean, it is smooth to 1 part in 100,000. If there were some kind of physical edge, a cosmic wall, it would create huge temperature differences. It would cast this colossal shadow across that ancient light. But we don't see anything like that. The temperature is almost perfectly even no matter which direction we look. But, and this is a big but, here's the great caveat. All of our data, all of that beautiful, perfect smoothness, it only comes from the part of the universe we can actually see, our observable horizon. Beyond that, we enter the realm of pure inference. So this leads to the 2 dominant models, both of which fit the evidence we have. First, the universe could be flat and infinite, just stretching on forever in all directions. Or, second, it could be finite but boundless. It's a tricky concept, but imagine you're a little 2D creature on the surface of a ball. You could walk forever and you'd never find an edge, right? But your world still has a finite area. Well, our 3-dimensional universe might just be curved in a similar way, through a 4th dimension. Now, both of those ideas preserve that beautiful symmetry we see in the data. But what if we go back and entertain that 3rd, much more radical idea, a true edge, a hard stop, where the very fabric of reality just ceases to exist? So, if we let our minds wander again, if we allow ourselves to speculate, what would a boundary like that even look like? I mean, what would you actually see if you were standing at the very end of all space? Maybe it'd be some kind of shimmering curtain of pure energy? A physical barrier where all the laws of our universe just come to an end? Or what about something even more, confounding, like a cosmic mirror? Imagine looking out at the edge of everything, only to see your own galaxy reflected back at you from some impossible distance. Or maybe it's the most terrifying option of all, simply nothing. An absence so complete that it defies description. No light, no physical laws, no such thing as tomorrow. And the questions that follow that, they're even more profound. If you could somehow cross that boundary, would the laws of physics that hold you together just dissolve? Would time itself unravel? Or would you step into some other, entirely different cosmos? The truth is, we have no way of knowing. And this, right here, is where the whole inquiry has to shift. The question of a cosmic edge, It pushes us past cosmology and right into the realm of philosophy. It forces us to ask, what does it mean for existence itself to be finite? I mean, really think about that. Your entire reality, every star, every civilization that ever was or will be, every single thought and dream, just sealed off, trapped inside a cosmic box with absolutely no escape. The implication of that is just profound. You see, an edge suggests intention. It would transform the universe from this potentially infinite natural thing into something that feels, well, designed. The old idea holds true here. A room with walls implies a builder. A story with an ending implies an author. So the very idea of it being a finite suggests creation. And that fundamentally changes our place in it all. So what are we? Are we just prisoners inside this creation? Or are we something else? Maybe privileged witnesses, put here just to observe the grand design? And really, this is the ultimate question, isn't it? If the universe has a final wall, are we its prisoners, forever bound inside? Or are we its witnesses, maybe placed here for the sole purpose of seeing where reality finally comes to an end? Which leads me to one final thought. A question for you, actually. Just imagine for a moment you could travel there, to that final boundary, tomorrow. So there you are, faced with the very end of all things. The final curtain of reality is right there in front of you. My question is, would you still want to know what, if anything, lies on the other side?